What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, crypto universe. Today is Monday, February 26th. Now, in today's video, we are doing a follow-up on Bitcoin Ordinals. Because if you've seen our last video on Friday, which is just 3 days ago, there are some of those NFT collections or Ordinal collections that have actually gone up in price since then. So in this video, we want to share with you what's going on with those Ordinal collections in terms of the price point, but also share with you other Ordinal collections that haven't just pumped yet. So in this video, you may want to get in early and make sure to do your own due diligence before investing in any of these projects, because again, it is speculative, but Bitcoin Ordinals tend to be the next new meta because no one's ever been able to do this with NFTs on Ethereum or Solana. And that is to put the NFTs on chain, to put the artwork on chain instead of a URL link. So this is kind of unique, and this is why we want to inform you of what's really going on. So if you want to stay up to date on a timely manner, you need to support this channel by smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So the first thing that we need to talk about is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has actually gone up more than 4.5% over the past 24 hours. Bitcoin is at 51,000 yesterday, now it's up 54,000. Now, typically, if we see this happen with Ethereum or Solana, where that currency price tends to go up in value, we tend to see the NFT collections with native to that actual blockchain go down in price. Why? It's because people want to take out their liquidity. They want to sell their assets, cash out, and convert that to US dollars because they're afraid that, oh no, that native currency of Ethereum or Solana are going to pump. So that means the value of my NFTs are going to dump as well. But that's not the case with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin tends to go up in price, we actually tend to see Bitcoin Ordinals go up in price in the same way. So node monkeys, we covered in our last video last Friday. Now, when we covered node monkeys, the price point was 0.27 Bitcoin. Now has gone up almost close to double the amount to 0.39 Bitcoin. Again, if you saw our last video, which I'll put a link on the upper right hand side, you would have known what we talked about. And then with Quantum Cats was even around 0.23 to 0.25 Bitcoin, is now up 0.31 Bitcoin. So that's gone up in price as well. And last but not least, we covered OMB around 0.72 or 0.75 Bitcoin. Now it's up almost close to 1 Bitcoin at 0.92. And I don't think this is going to stop. So let's go and look into what's been going on. So node monkeys, as you can see here, used to be around this price point, literally almost doubled in the past 3 days. And then in terms of Bitcoin puppets, which we haven't covered on this channel, was roughly around 0.08 Bitcoin, has now gone up past 0.17 Bitcoin. That's crazy. And this is OMB's chart. Again, we talked about it at 0.75, now almost close to 1 Bitcoin. So this is the chart right now showing you the timeline of how fast these collections have grown. As you can see here, just within a short amount of time, within 1 month, these collections have literally close to 1x on their actual chart. And what's crazy about this is Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin right now is $54,000. This is substantial in terms of their gains. So what collections could potentially pump next? Well, I'm going to share that with you, and it's only going to be 4 that I'm going to cover right now. The first collection is Pizza Ninjas. I've mentioned this collection before over and over, and this could potentially be the next new collection. Now, the reason I bring this up is because the entry is 0.05 Bitcoin. That's absolutely affordable. When I say affordable, it's almost close to around $2,000. So keep that in mind when you're investing. So it is quite substantially a bit of money when you're buying into this collection. But this has a small supply, around 1.5 thousand, and I definitely think that the artwork is there. These artworks are registered on a pizza set, so keep this in mind. This is one of those collections. Now, the next one I want to talk about is Bitcoin Frogs. Now, Bitcoin Frogs was one of the first collections to reach around 1.1 thousand Bitcoin trading volume. This is also a 10,000 collection and has an early inscription around 380,000 to 412,000. And that's pretty good because we consider that the inscriptions nowadays are in the multi-millions. So I like to see something that's within the hundreds of thousands. And this collection started one of the first 10K collection bull runs. This came before, in terms of the bull run, before Node Monkeys. The Node Monkey is actually dominating right now in terms of that space. I definitely think that hasn't experienced its pump yet, around 0.17 Bitcoin. This collection hasn't exactly pumped just yet. In fact, I definitely think that sooner or later, this could get close to around Node Monkey's floor price of around 0.3. So keep that in mind before investing. Now here's another collection. This one's called Megapunks. Now Megapunks is actually really affordable. 0.01 Bitcoin. Now the total traded volume is actually not that much. It's roughly around 20 Bitcoin. But its early inscriptions around 219, 328,000. So this is even earlier than Bitcoin frogs in some certain way. Now, I don't know why this collection hasn't pumped just yet, but considering that this is a really affordable entry point, I definitely think having some exposure to this collection could pay off. But again, this is very speculative. I always mention that. Now, the last collection I want to share with you is Bitcoin DeGods. As I've mentioned before in our last video on Friday, this collection hasn't moved just yet. 0.5 Bitcoin is the price, so roughly around over $30,000 per NFT or per Ordinal, so that's quite a bit of money. But considering how OMB is, or Ordinal Maxi that's kind of the same boat. But this is actually different because the collection's not 1,000, it's not 10,000, it's 535. That's so limited. And this is the first collection to mint on one block with an inscription of 77,000, not hundreds of thousands, 77,000. So this is going to be one of those supply shock Ordinal NFTs that is definitely, in my personal opinion, going to skyrocket. So this is why we have to keep you guys and girls informed of what Bitcoin Ordinals are really affordable as of right now that could potentially reach its next bull market, even when Bitcoin's price is going up in value. So keep in mind, this is just a quick recap of last Friday's video. We are about to experience a huge Bitcoin Ordinal bull rally and Bitcoin price bull rally. This is insane, and I'm so happy to share this with people that bought into the collections I mentioned last Friday's video and every other video that we've covered in Ordinals. I remember when we covered Bitcoin frogs at 0.0001 Bitcoin, and people made a ton of money now that the price even reached as high as 0.3 Bitcoin, now down to around 0.18. So again, do your own investment strategies, do your own investment research regarding these Ordinal NFTs because this is new. So as always, if you want to stay up to date on all the best Bitcoin Ordinal collections, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all our alpha calls where we buy and sell orders with the Bitcoin Ordinal space. Until then, see you guys girls next time.